The company underscore tuple variable is a tuple of companies that should be managed by the stock manager. When the stock manager was created, list was created for each company, and the number and price of stock purchases were put there in a two-dimensional list. We also created a variable owned underscore company share that counts the total number of stocks in defined margin as a variable to represent the profit of the stock. If you look at the function of buy underscore shares, first, this function checks whether the company exists in company underscore tuple and raises an error if it does not exist. In addition, number and buy underscore price were added to the company list using the append function. We use the append and pop functions to reproduce the stock structure. We also added to the owned underscore company share variable the number of stocks we purchased. In the case of the sell underscore shares function, an error message is displayed if the company is not valid or if the number of stocks to sell is more than the number of stocks that we have after that. The while statement is run by the number of stocks to sell. Count variable is added the difference between the price of the recently added stock on the company list and the price we want to sell, and accumulating the difference in the margin variable in all processes. When a number of stocks corresponding to the last element in the company list reaches 0, we removed it using pop. When the while statement is completed, count is returned. The buy underscore multiple and sell underscore multiple functions take a company as a list and execute the buy underscore shares and sell underscore shares functions through the index of the companies in the list, respectively. Finally, the get underscore profit function returns a margin. Now, let's look at the main part. First, define a class variable called SM. Then run each buy underscore shares function to buy 10 Google stocks for $50. 20 Apple stocks for $30, then 20 Google stocks for $40, and finally 20 Apple stocks for $35. Next, run the sell shares function to sell 20 stocks of the Apple company for $30. The stock manager sells the Apple stock you bought for the most recent $35, so you lose $5 for each stock, totaling $25. This damage is printed by the get underscore profit function. Then run the sell underscore shares function again to sell 25 stocks from the Google company for $60 each. 20 of them are sold in 20 Google stocks that I recently purchased for $40. This is a total of $400 for each $20 gain. It then sells the remaining 5 from 10 Google stocks purchased for $50. This is a total of $50 for each $10 gain. So we get a total of $450 gain and print this value with the get profit function. Then run the buy underscore mutable function to buy the stocks of the companies in the list for each number listed. Then run the sell underscore multiple function to sell the stock of each company in the list by the number listed. Next, let's look at the error term. The first time you try to purchase Hyundai, an error is executed because Hyundai is not in the company tuple. This is the same if you run the buy underscore multiple function. Next, if you want to sell more than you have Google stock, ask if you want to sell the remaining stock and decide whether to sell it. If you try to sell a company that is not on the company list to sell underscore multiple, an error will occur.